Hey guys, it's Tommy.
Hey, I'm Theo Jerome.
Hey, this is Chris. Welcome to Crash Club TV. Today's question is, what things turn you off in a woman almost instantly?
I'll say first thing is lack of drive. For me, I'm quite ambitious myself, so it's important to, be involved with a woman that has that same ambition, not even the same ambition, but just someone that kind of wants to do something. I wouldn't want to be with someone that has no idea of what they want to do and they're quite lazy by nature. For me, drive is important because it shows that you are actually interested and you want to do something, you're passionate about something. So for me, drive is quite important.
There's actually quite a few, but I actually like to word these more as deal breakers. So I've been on quite a few dates in the past when I was trying to explore and see what was out there. Went on a date with someone, boom, 5 minutes in, she banged out a cigarette. That was it, Romeo done, see you later. Not going anywhere near you again. I don't want to be near anyone that smokes. That's just, for me, that's disgusting. And that's just, no. That's an instant turn off. That's even worse than a turn off. That's, for me, just disgusting. I'm sorry. You do your thing. I'm not getting involved with that.
Someone pessimistic. I've had negative people in my life before, and it really starts to rub off on you after a while. Really been in tense situations with girls before that I've been hooked up with, and just, they really brought me down.
Right, so I did mention one of the things that turned me on about women are heels. A lack of heels is definitely a turn off. If we're out together, put your best foot forward, Heels make a woman look like a woman, I don't need a tomboy. There's a whole heap of man here for you. There's no space for any other man in this relationship. I'm coming as a man, you come as a woman. I'm not saying, you can't look like a woman if you're wearing flats or trainers, but we're out. So make sure the curves are on show. My best foot's forward. I'm coming with my A game. I smell nice. I look nice. Chest is pumped up. I expect you to do the same. Make sure the body's right. And regardless whether you want to admit it or not, heels make a woman look right.
Someone that is overly into themselves. Again, when you're in a relationship, it's important that you both love on each other. And if my partner only kind of loves on herself, then for me, I'm not one of her interests. I'm not someone she cares about enough to focus on. So for me, it's important that my partner isn't just into herself, that she's obviously into other things, including me.
I also went on a date with a girl where she kind of walked a little bit sort of bulky, like a rugby player kind of thing, and it wasn't very ladylike. And for me, it turned me off. I was a bit like, I feel like I'm kind of walking with a friend or a lad or something. So that's something for me that just happened to turn me off.
Someone who gossips to me all the time. I'm not about that life. I'm not interested in hearing bad stories about everybody else, and it's just like the last thing I feel like hearing about all the time.
Body odor. Some women, and I'm not saying any names, but some women, and you know who you are, just get it right. Shave the legs, the armpits, and make sure it's all good, and make sure it's fresh.
Do you know what? Honesty from the early stages, like if you're not honest, that just really irritates me, and it's kind of a turn off in its own way, because when I date with this girl and it was going really, really well, I was excited, and for me it just seems normal to kind of ask the question like, are you looking to have kids when you're older? Just as a generic thing to throw out there, because that's kind of important to me. And the response I got was, oh, I have kids. And I was like, oh, decided to keep that to yourself, did you? Let alone the fact that one was 12 and one was 8. So, it was just the fact that she wasn't honest from the off made me feel like I'd kind of wasted all that time getting to know her, when that's kind of something I don't feel you want to hide. So I'd say things like honesty, smoking, and just the way a woman maybe carries herself for me.
Someone that is not intellectual. Like, I enjoy deep conversation. I enjoy talking about the world and getting opinions on things. And if I'm with someone that just isn't interested in communicating on that level, for me it becomes quite boring. So for me it's important to have someone that's, you haven't got to be the smartest person in the world, but someone that's intellectually curious and ask questions, inquisitive. We can vibe. And the last thing I would say is probably someone that doesn't take pride in their appearance or doesn't make an effort. You're putting out a representation of yourself out to the world, and if you're quite relaxed about it, then I don't know, it's something that's important to me anyway. Someone
who's an attention seeker. It gets that attention from guys on social media or any other social situation. I personally wouldn't date someone who's got like a really sexually charged Instagram page. I've actually met girls before that I've really liked and then gone ahead and look at their Insta and just been like, oh, that's a little bit intense, maybe sharing a bit too much with the world. And yeah, I mean, I just don't want to feel like I'm sharing her with the whole world, every other guy on the internet.
I say the biggest one is entitlement. Never feel entitled. Never feel like you're owed anything. I give you a prime example. On a date once, lovely. Conversation was lovely. The girl was lovely. She was wearing heels. Then the bill came. By the way, that can work though. Okay? Ladies, these are high heels. Epicness. She had on something like this in the date actually. But with regards to the date, the bill came, she got up and went to the toilet. Okay, we'll wait for you to come back then. She came back, the card machine came, she's looking at me, I'm looking at her. Now here's the thing, I'm a gentleman, so I'm expecting to pay on this date, but what I expect of you as a female is to at least offer, or at least offer to pay your half. I'm not your dad, I'm not here to look after you. And if this is going any further, as in a relationship, we're here to support each other. This is teamwork. I'm not here to carry you. I'm not Captain Save 'em. My money is my money. And if I want to spend it on you, I will. But don't you dare feel entitled.
Hi, it's Lara again. So you've just heard the guys talk about what instantly turns them off in a woman. And it's important to give you context behind the research that we've done. So here's what we found out. Broadly speaking, guys dislike women that are too self-centered and women who are perhaps taking too many pictures on dates, too many selfies, too quick to get the phone out to record a Snapchat video. Ladies, while that's great, maybe just try and keep that on the curb for maybe subsequent dates or when you're a little bit more comfortable. The other thing they talked about disliking was lies and deceit. Did you know that about 51% of people will Google who they're going out on a first date with before they actually go out on the first date? So ladies, if there's anything on your social media that perhaps you want to just be mindful of before your first date, or just have your stories in order so that nothing creeps up that you're not able to kind of defend or justify. So definitely do a check on your digital image and make sure that's on point before your first date, because people will check, at least 51% of them do. The third thing that guys feel really turns them off is the lack of reciprocity. So be that in compliments, you know, ladies, we like compliments, but oftentimes they're not. We forget to actually give that to the men. They also want to feel a bit loved. They want a bit of attention, so caress their ego a little bit and just compliment and flatter them. Ultimately, guys have actually said that in a first date, they usually make up their mind within the first 15 minutes as to whether or not they'll go out on a second date with you. So it's great, look good, but make sure you're paying lots of compliment, you're giving them attention, and you're really present in the moment. So it's not about just you, just be there and enjoy each other. Have fun out there, guys. It's Lara again for Crash Club TV. See you next Thursday.
Hey guys, it's your Tommy from Crash Club. Thank you so much for watching, tuning in. It's really important to us. And first and foremost, at Crash Club, we're really not trying to intentionally upset anyone or be offensive. Our intentions are to help, support and guide people with love and relationship challenges and issues. So we hope that you're receiving that. It's really important to us that you continue to support us. So please like, share, subscribe and definitely comment. We want to know your thoughts and what you're thinking all the time. And if you've got any topics or discussion points you'd like us to talk about, please don't hesitate to contact us. You can contact us at info@crashclubmedia.com. We're looking forward to hearing from you and thank you once again for supporting.